Following the ousting of President Viktor Yanukovych, Moscow supported the president. Yanukovych's turn towards Russia instead of the EU sparked months of protest. CCTV's Tom Barton reports from Moscow on the latest Russian response to this crisis.
Kiev cries. Those who protested and died in the city have overthrown a president that was supported by Moscow. The Russian government consistently criticized the protests in Ukraine, calling them a foreign plot.
It seems to me it is an aberration to call legitimate what is essentially the result of an armed mutiny.
The Kremlin has been at the center of Ukraine's political crisis since it started last November. Russia has long wanted to maintain its influence over Ukraine and even now doesn't want to lose out in favor of Europe.
But Moscow insists it is not about to respond to the crisis in Kiev with a military intervention there, which the US has warned would be a grave mistake.
We confirmed our underlying position of non-interference in internal Ukrainian matters and expect that everybody will follow a similar logic.
But Moscow is making it clear a $15 billion loan and cheap gas supplies to Ukraine are now under threat. According to political analyst Andrei Suzdaltsov, that's because Russia's government feels hurt as well as angry.
The Russian government sees it as a small geographical catastrophe because a lot of energy was spent on supporting the Yanukovych regime. He, in one way or another, honestly or not, guaranteed a dialogue and contact with Russia. The current interim government sees Russia as an enemy.
The protesters that ousted Viktor Yanukovych want closer integration with Europe. Moscow now has to decide how to deal with an interim administration which says it will also focus on boosting European rather than just Russian ties. Tom Barton, CCTV, Moscow.